this room really illuminated by this one light bulb.
Right? Didn't even do anything. I think you're the first co-host I've got in this room.
Yeah, other than your wife.
Yeah. I better say she counts.
Yeah,
Definitely the earliest I've ever gone live.
Yeah.
Wyatt, Thane, how we doing, guys? Empty Pockets Trapping, AKW, 406. Bill, how we doing, Bill?
Oh, he's got the winky face already. Oh my goodness.
Starting strong. It is daylight, Ruger.
Yeah. I got an early bedtime.
Yeah. It's just weird for me.
Oh, man, the winky faces are piling in now.
Why does that bother you so much?
It didn't until it did. Now it's just an ongoing theme.
Yeah. And this group never let anybody know if something bothers you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, Michael, I was on a roof for a while. Went to work for 5 hours, left early, jumped on a roof for about 4 hours, and now here we are. We're actually supposed to start this half hour ago, but then I had some honeydews, so we had to run into town and
get real tech savvy in Walmart.
Yeah, that is not our thing. That is not our thing. Bro, he's been running around scouting like crazy.
Not proper scouting, just more prospecting, poking around.
Prospecting, I like that.
Yeah.
Did you, Ruger? Awesome, man. I was going to bring that up too tonight. If anybody in here hasn't, I would appreciate you joining the Iowa Trapper Association. Kind of trying to show them the benefits, show all organizations the benefits that YouTube and the power and stuff that can happen. So trying to show them that we can get memberships from social media and such. There's a lot of possibilities here. So if anyone hasn't and is willing to, $10 for yearly membership. In the little comments there, just say Next Gen or Iowa sent you, one of us or both of us, or just say YouTube, whatever, don't matter. But I would much appreciate it. Coyote Stalker, not double trouble, half trouble. We divide each other. We're more behaved together.
2 negatives make a positive. Right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's onto something. I like that. Oh, I get it, Wyatt. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, Pops. Yeah, we behave. We're good. We didn't get kicked out of Walmart. See, he's a better influence than some of my friends.
We were close to ripping that paper or that photo printing thing off the thing, but other than that.
It's pretty bad when I had to get a picture for my wife, a family picture from my daughter's school, and my phone wouldn't work, so I had to send it to him and use his phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro, absolutely. Anyone's welcome. Doesn't matter what state you're in. I joined. In Ohio, I joined 8, 9 of them, I think, something like that. So. That's kind of rude, Ruger.
Oh, I appreciate it, Ruger. Harder deer last year. Oh, there you go, AKW. I don't know where you are, but they should be starting to drop their velvet here before too long. I know there's a couple Iowa guys that got them shedding velvet already.
I've seen several hard horns at a break today. Mm-hmm. The guy said a picture of them. They said it happened so fast. I didn't realize that. They said there's literally like within a couple hours they can almost completely transform. Wow. I didn't know that.
And within a couple hours they can act completely different too. Once that velvet comes off.
Yeah. Well, around the right company in a couple hours, we can change our mental process as well too. So
Yeah.
no, pops, it's almost 6.
It really is, Wyatt. It
Yeah,
really is.
yeah,
Honestly. You had the 2 least techie guys in the entire state of Iowa, and they're trying to figure out technology.
yeah. It's pretty interesting. Oh, I get empty pockets. Normally, my lives are after the whole family goes to bed. So I think what we're gonna try to do. I haven't even talked to you about this yet, but like
Oh.
every Wednesday when my family's at church, they do youth events and stuff, and my son and wife are teachers in it. I've got the house to myself, so I just have every Wednesday we'll get together and do an early bird live,
There we go. Early bird.
so you can still be in bed by 9.
I will not. I'll be in bed by 9, but I won't be sleeping.
Hey, Jeep fam, how we doing, buddy? Wyatt, that's terrible.
Oh, I've seen so many people do. I've seen guys actually take the full deer shoulder mount and put like just the head in front of the camera. Oh, you can really get some people.
Oh, that's terrible. Hey, Rigger. Yeah, I get it. I get it. So if anyone is interested, that's the website, iowatrappers.com, and you can go on there and hit the join button and just, for $10 a year, join the Iowa Trapper Association. And the little notes comment, let them know we sent you. And see, I reached out to our secretary after the last live, and we got like 6 people from that live. So it's much appreciated, guys. I know of like 2 more since then. So it's pretty cool.
And it's a lot easier than you guys think. I could figure it out. So, I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty easy to do.
Yeah. Just recently, actually, the Iowa Trapper Association updated their webpage so you can actually join online. It used to be, you had to send stuff in, and when they went paperless, I guess is the term, they drastically got a lot more members.
Yeah.
It's all about convenience. Gee, fam.
Where are we at?
Yeah, it goes pretty quick. Oh, really, Rigger? Yeah. With a sign that you are probably seeing, Bill. He's seeing all kinds of sign.
Yeah, with how dry it is, the trails are already starting to show a little bit. They're not worth even mapping out right now until we get to about the first part of October. But they're starting to show already because the grass is dying off because we're so dry. But those faint little trails aren't there yet. So there's some.
I'm refusing to really scout right now. I was telling him this on the way back from Walmart. If I start looking right now, I'm screwed. I'm not gonna get anything else done, and I'm gonna start wanting to scout. So I gotta wait. Hey, thanks for sharing that out, Rigger. Yep, that's that takes you right to the join page. For anybody that's wanting to join.
Briar, it's $200 non-publication and
$1,000 for publication, which is the Trapper's Post. So, $200 though for a non-publication. I don't think that's too bad, really.
Mm-mm.
I appreciate your interest, Briar. Yeah. Oh, Jeep fam, I know he's all pumped up for doves.
A lot more doves around now than there was a couple weeks ago. It's gonna be hot though. I think it's supposed to be in the 90s this weekend. It's gonna be pretty miserable. It'll be in the 70s in the morning, so it won't be too bad. But still, wearing long sleeve camos not gonna be very fun. And you're gonna have to clean. We're gonna have to clean our birds pretty quick.
Throw them right on ice as soon as you get them.
Pretty much. I'm gonna save a couple wings this year to try for bobcats in the back of my boxes.
That's smart.
See what happens.
Oh, that's a really good idea.
I'm sure it'll still catch every possum.
Yeah. 426 possums. Not one bobcat yet.
It's going to scare me if that's actually the number of possums I get this year.
426?
Yeah. That will scare me.
I think that's going to be an undercut.
Maybe.
Earl? Yeah, but I will say this. I think a lot of people don't realize what their limits quite are. Including him now.
I might reach him this year. We'll see.
Kyle, I would say it would. It's not ideal. It's probably not what I would recommend. I don't know. What do you think?
If you're front footing, absolutely. I mean, I've caught him perfectly with a front foot in a 1.5. No problem. But back foot, you're going to have a lot of empty traps snapped off.
That foot's just too big that it can't, unless they catch it. You've got to, when they step on it, how do I do this? You have to have them step on the trap and set it off like this. But a lot of times their foot's so big, they'll set it off like this, and it forces their foot out as it closes. That's to you.
Oh, yeah, Ruger. I hunt both. Sunflowers is a really good patch. We normally get over 100 the first day we hunt that plot. And then we do some corn silage and stuff after that. Big chopped cornfields. Still catch a dang possum.
Yeah, bro.
Absolutely.
Probably not wrong.
Oh man, Jeep fam, I'm tempted. If we could keep unlimited bobcats, I would say absolutely. But the fact that I accidentally caught one last year and I was already maxed out in that county with one makes it kind of a struggle to want to go for them in my area because I don't want to turn them in if I catch extra.
Right. Outdoor family, how we doing, bud? Kyle, I can't really, my opinion, it's not budget friendly, but it's also not the most expensive. TS-85s, I think, are your best bet. They're not cheap, but they're not as expensive as some are, because the Duke 850, I think, is more expensive, isn't it?
I think they're over $40.
Kendall's is more expensive.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I would say, like maybe a Bridger 5, but they are so stout and slightly smaller. They're cheaper, but they are so much more of a pain to set. I'd probably still go with the 85.
Yeah, that's 85 too is a quality over quantity. It's user friendly, and I guarantee you're going to get a big beaver by the back foot almost every time in them. That trap's so big. It'd take an 80-pound beaver to fill up that trap with the back foot. Which I'm not saying they're not out there, but pretty rare.
Right. Yeah, Briar. There's certain places, probably up where he is. They're probably, I wouldn't say open season, but definitely more than one. Down here, they should be pretty well wide open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my trail cameras tell me that we got a lot of cats around my area too. They're just pockety where I'm at still. Down here, they can go anywhere.
Right. Nigel, main goal is catch skunks. How would you do it in terms of trap and location? I'm not the best at that, probably. I mean, I catch quite a few, but just on accidents. But I'll tell you what, I know people that have real good success with 160 or 120 boxes. What's Todd run? Is it 120 boxes?
I think it's 120 boxes.
I think it's 120s. Because it blew me away when he told me it was 120s. But that man catches 30 a day on purpose.
And he's one of the few guys I know that will specifically target skunks, and that's exactly what he gets.
Right. As far as baits and stuff, I'm not real sure. Sorry, bud. Cheap fail. Ruger, honestly, in my opinion, more trappers. So they say that the numbers aren't growing enough to add more of a quota, but the population's here, but when you have less people targeting them, so say you have 100 people and they go out and catch their 3 bobcat limit, that's 300. Well, now we've got 30 trappers catching their 3 limit. Oh, we're down to 90. Why are we 210 short? The numbers aren't growing. No, just nobody's going after them anymore. There's no one chasing them.
their logic's just backwards on
it is
many things like that.
It is.
Same thing with the otters, man. Oh man.
Oh yeah. I'll bet. If you actually targeted otters, what do you think you'd do?
I think a guy could get 20 to 30 otters a year in Iowa. If you were trapping in good big creek systems just for otter, you're gonna catch a lot of coon. But I bet throughout a season you can get 20 or 30 in the right area.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think there's a spot not far from me that I believe a guy would probably get 50 pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, someone, I won't say just starting off, but if someone had 100 traps and put them in the right spot and trapped for the good season, I'll bet they'd hit 50.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be at convention, Jeep fam. That's up to him though if he wants them or not.
Yeah,
I know they're gonna kill like 400 doves.
Yeah,
so.
we should have plenty of doves. I appreciate it though, buddy. I'm probably only gonna save 10 wings to be honest with you. It's just kind of something I want to test out in a couple spots.
Hey Eric, how we doing, bud? I appreciate you texting me. Let me know you joined yesterday, buddy. Appreciate it.
Scab. Still lied out.
Hey, Edward.
You teach Iowa how to squirrel hunt. You should try and get one with your bow. Wyatt, I'm the last person who should be teaching anyone how to squirrel hunt. The only time I've ever shot a squirrel is if it was being way too loud under my tree stand. The only time. Other than that, it's either doves, deer, or raccoons. That's about it.
Hey, Trapping Bros. How we doing, guys? Scab, yeah, incidental otter here. I mean, you have the water guys will probably catch, 8 to 10? I'm guessing.
At least. Some of those bigger guys, there's a reason they don't talk about how many they get. I mean,
yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, Ruger, it's too bad. Thanks, Bill. Take care, buddy. Yeah, I mean, look at Eric.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Hey, PA. Arkansas bobcats on private land, hunted or trapped all year.
I bet those look pretty ugly during the summertime.
Yeah, I bet they do too.
All the time, Briar. All the time.
I don't catch them as much, which I do think you're probably in a better otter area than me, but I have caught them in them.
I almost always, if I catch one and I have 2 traps down there, I almost always have 2 of them. I don't know what it is, but our population's finally high enough now to where you can get those pairs fairly consistently now. Which is why they should run that until the end of beaver season. But
yeah, that's a whole new can of worms.
Yeah, that's a long conversation there.
I did learn that if you ever throw a 330 in a pinch point of a creek, waiting for that traveler beaver, yeah, that's a really good otter set. That's a really good otter set.
That's why I stopped doing them.
It is hot in here. I can turn the fan on. So much hot air. Now it's double the source.
Man, I'm jealous all these guys without limits on their otters.
Right.
Especially because, I mean, they're worth a little bit of money.
I don't even know what that is. Why, a judo point?
I think that's those
ones judo chop
with the prongs coming off of it.
Oh,
shoot like rabbits and stuff.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Colt, how we doing?
$30.
Yeah, that's probably not terrible for your guys' otter down there.
That's not bad. It's a lot more than what our coon we're bringing. So.
Yeah, I'm feeding my face. Don't judge me.
It doesn't slide under the grass.
What doesn't slide under the grass?
I'm not sure at the moment. What are you talking about, Ruger? Oh, yeah.
I sold Otter for 130 and 115 in 2013.
It's.
I told you. This we've got mountains and mountains of fur in boxes over here. So.
Oh, okay. Those points, yeah, that's why they got those prongs.
Oh, okay.
So they don't get stuck in the ground. Oh goodness. I wouldn't know the first thing about changing a tire.
I don't even change my windshield wipers.
I can put the spare on my truck. That's about it. The only reason I know that is because I broke down beaver trapping with a flat tire in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, bro, they come back to life, we're in big trouble. Because this room would fill up with animals.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in here if that badger came back to life. I can tell you that.
Or the otters.
Or the, however many skunks you got.
That would be terrible. Yeah, I think we got probably 70 skunks in here.
Oh, yeah.
F&T catalog in the mail. Sure enough, we got a hurricane coming tonight.
Oh, yeah, down by... I know it's down kind of by Florida. I'm not sure exactly where, but I've seen pictures and stuff of it. All the beaches and boat docks and everything are like flooded from all the high tide. Yeah, pretty nasty.
Samuel, you're going to be at the convention? Cool, man. That's awesome. We'll see you there.
Us tent people will be there.
Us tent people. We're going to make that a thing.
I need some shirts.
Tent people. Could you imagine walking around convention like, all right, not even going to ask. Not even going to ask. Ruben, no, I am a lot of things, and I'm pretty decent at a lot. A mechanic, I am not. Nor will I ever be. PA?
Wow.
Yeah, is that for the 100 packs? With the washers in them? I don't know.
J hooks in them? I think so.
Or yeah, with J hooks.
Man, that's pricey. Holy smokes.
It's like that you're eating a chicken salad slider. Awesome. No, Matthew, I got company. I would say tonight, but it's still afternoon.
Evening. Early evening.
Oh. Why, Eric? These are different colors. Mine's faded way worse. And his is actually like a really nice quality shirt. Mine's just cheap and whatever.
Mine has sleeves on it. Still.
Yeah. Mine just has sunburn. Ruben, something else I am not is a painter. Although we did paint this room. We painted every room in this house when we bought it. That was terrible. I did not realize how much that would suck. Oh, God. We had like 2 weeks of painting before we even moved in.
It's not fun.
I guess you could say that, Scab. I did take him out to eat. He just didn't want to eat anything. So I fed my face in front of him while he got a pop.
I'm eating later. I'll be all right.
Elk season started in North Idaho. You're probably getting excited for that, too.
I'm not going this year.
You're
I
not?
wanted to, but I'm not.
I thought you were in between seasons.
I was going to, but for one, I don't want to be gone 3 weekends in a row because I only have about 2 weekends. If I didn't have that, I'd only have 1 weekend to get traps dyed and get everything 100% ready before bow season starts. So I'm not going down there. Between that and I'd only have 3 days to bow hunt, and the tag's $500. So to me, if I'm going to do it, I'll wait till I'm done with school and I'll do it right for a week.
I gotcha. I didn't know that.
Yeah, over-the-counter elk tags are not cheap.
Yeah, PA, that's probably a good plan. What do you mean, what am I? I'm an obese man. I don't know what else you want me to say. I'm officially middle-aged. I don't know.
Father of two.
Father of two. I know of. Matthew, so's the dad bod. I've got a double dad bod, so.
I don't have that.
In time. In time. He likes long. Yeah, too long. No, actually, so I had to do these honeydews. I had to run to town for my wife to get some pictures printed off, and he was already almost here, and I'm like, you can actually drive around for half an hour or come with me. And after I said that, I thought to myself, I do not want him driving around in my area. That would be a terrible choice.
I would have been like, man, there's some good looking stuff around here.
Surely he doesn't sit here or here.
No, I needed water from Walmart anyways. It worked out just fine.
Why? I didn't say I can't paint or anything. I'm a really good forklift driver. I consider myself a fair trapper, a fair roofer, plumber, carpenter, mower.
There you go.
Underwater basket weaving. You never know. The list
There
goes
better
on.
be a video on that coming out.
Oh, man. We'll have to do that one. My first day in college, I'll never forget that. I got into my AC circuits class, and this kid walks in 5 minutes late. First day of college, and he's stressed out. And he's like, is this AC circuits? And the professor looks him dead in the eye and goes, no, this is underwater basket weaving. The guy goes, oh, I'm sorry, and leaves. And everybody starts laughing. He goes, I better go get him. I'll never forget that.
That's awesome.
That was hilarious. That was great. Matthew, I don't want to be on the beach unless it's a crick line. Briar, we live probably about an hour and 45.
Yeah, probably 85 or 90 miles. I don't know, something like that.
Currently about 10 minutes.
Yeah. School's different. I'm not living at home right now.
Either of your what, Dan? Scab, great food tester.
Underwater basket weaving.
No, Dan. No, we're not. We'll both be at the Nebraska convention doing demos, but we'll be at the Iowa one, hanging out and having fun. But
yep. Hopefully there's some golf carts.
No. I hope they don't have golf carts. That's the last thing we need.
Frank!
It's 3 a.m. Oh, Frank!
Yeah. Next gen do for a living. Samuel, I'm a full-time college student right now. Some could say I'm more of a full-time trapper than I am a college student, but that's pretty much all I do. In the summer, I do some carpentry work and kind of whatever else I can around our farms and stuff. Oh, no.
What happened? More falling?
An otter. Yeah, Samuel, basically just a full-time college student and a raccoon and beaver trapper.
I get Iowa Outdoor Family. It's tough. I'm actually not looking forward to being the tent people because it's going to be like 90-some degrees.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to bring 50 extra blankets to cover over my tent and then run my AC unit inside of my tent.
I should bring my AC unit.
Seriously, I'm really thinking about it.
I might just bring my giant chest cooler and fill it with ice and then just sleep in it.
I got that portable AC unit in my bedroom, so it blows it right on my face from about me to you. Oh, perfect.
What are you going to school for? Business management, Iowa Outdoor Family. I actually had a lot of people at the Central City gathering ask me why I was going to school. I want my degree. Heck, when I first started talking to him, he told me I needed to get it. So
I did, and you do.
I'm working on it. Probably have it by now if I wasn't majoring in raccoon trapping and minoring in education.
All right. Yeah, Scab. Ours was it 8th and 9th?
8th and 9th, yeah.
And then the Nebraska is the 22nd and 3rd. 2 weeks after. So I think it's 22nd, 23rd. Hey, Myron.
I'm going to have to look.
Dan, Judith, how we doing?
Yep, 22nd, 23rd.
That's what I thought.
And Seward.
I want to say Steward, but it's not it. It's Seward.
Seward.
Which always throws me for a loop. Have lots of water.
No, wait. Oh, my goodness.
As long as there's no fences there, Eric, we're going to be all right.
No
fences and no golf carts.
As long as there's no 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts taking my tent on a ride, we'll be okay. Be okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
But if it does happen, I will have my headlamps with me just in case.
Cool, man. I hope you do. What's up, Pest Center?
Earth Anchor the tent. Dan, you might be joking, but I'm telling you right now, I'm taking 24-inch rebar stakes to stake that tent down with. I don't care if people laugh at me. I'm taking my 4-pound sledgehammer. I'm pounding them all the way into the ground.
I can see now it's going to be like 3 a.m. The wind's going to blow flat except for the lump of him in the middle of it. Not going to go anywhere.
Everyone else will be gone. Everyone else's tent will be gone, and you'll just see me in there sleeping like a mummy.
Samuel, probably until my wife gets home. Yeah, Briar, both those conventions are September, Nebraska and Iowa.
Yeah.
Talking to you, Trapping Bros.
While it's daylight outside.
Yeah, which we don't do very often. I know I don't. Oh, cool. Yeah, we do have 44 in here. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
See? Out of my realm. I know. Nope. Wouldn't even mess with it.
I wouldn't mess with it, but I can understand a mower's not going to work very well without a pulley.
That's fair.
I can understand that much.
Post puller.
Oh, I will, Dan, and I'm totally fine with that. I'll bring some straps. I'll hook my truck up to the stakes, and I'll pull them out that way if I have to. But my tent will not blow away.
Us 10 people stick together. We're making a cult.
We were sticking together. We were all standing there, holding on to that thing with a beverage in the other hand. Memories, man.
I'll never forget. Calvin, the tarp blew off his first. That's the first thing I saw. And I was like, God, Calvin, the top of your tent blew off. Why? I didn't even know it got that windy because I was in the shower and all this happened. But I'm like, I'm guessing it got windy. I don't know. You ask me why it blew off? I don't know.
I hope he's at the Iowa. Man.
Oh, man, that dude is awesome. He is. He's amazing. Scab, she probably wants in. My boy's out there, though, in the living room watching TV and eating, so she can hang out with him. She always wants in here if I'm in here. I walk out and she wants out there. Drives me crazy.
I guess I don't know what that means. I can take a guess.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious where you're going with that, sack nuts. SOS trapping from the North Maine woods.
Whoa.
You got the actual good beaver up there, don't you? The stuff that actually goes elsewhere than the Hatter Market.
Pretty sure they do.
I think that's where a lot of them come from.
That'd be a cool place to trap too.
My buddy went deer hunting up there. My best friend that was here from Alaska.
Yeah.
He said that's very hard to do there.
Really?
Deer hunting, yeah. Because it was what do you say? It was only buck license or something. And like a course of like 5 days, he saw a glimpse of one deer.
Wow.
Period. So.
Wow.
Hey, thanks, Gab.
Whose ego's deflated?
Yeah, whose?
Probably mine. It's probably about the tent. Man,
we need to show up a week early and just build a cabin. Like, just build a full cabin.
I need to get one of those campers that sits in the back of my truck.
Right?
That'd be a good idea.
I would definitely do that. One big difference between our styles.
My cricks are a lot nicer than his.
Yeah, he's definitely more in the water than I am, for sure. I'd love to be more in the water, but it's just, I tell everybody that, like, I just don't have the crick systems. And I've had a few people like, oh, yeah, okay. Like, no, you can ask him. It's just different scenario, like different ground.
I will say a lot of his bridges down here, with the amount of rock and steepness and everything, those bridges around where I'm trapping, I drive over them to the next one because there's another one a mile down the road that I can walk down to in 20 steps and there's no rocks. It's a lot different and not that many miles apart, but it's still a lot different.
If I drive over it, I'm going about 8 to 10 miles to the next one, and it looks exactly like that one did. Scab, I've been ice fishing once in my life. I'm supposed to get together with a bunch of friends of mine and do some this year, but hopefully it happens. It'd be fun. You ever ice fish?
Oh, yeah. We got a Banks blind on skis. So we'll just pull that out there on the Ranger and put a buddy heater in there and sit in there in a short like this, sit in there in our shorts, ice fish. It's a rough way to live, man.
I'll get wet, bud. I just don't really have the opportunity to.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I like it, but bottom line is there's a lot of fur there.
Yeah.
And you never know what you're going to catch. That's my favorite part about getting down to the water. That's why I want to do more of it this year. You never know what you're going to catch.
Right. Water trapping's so fun because, like the dog proofs that we run, you're pretty much limited to 3 animals. But you get in a good pocket set. I mean, it opens up to 6, 7 possibilities.
Coon, muskrat, mink, otter,
beaver.
Is that all of them?
I've caught a coyote in one before.
Oh, yeah.
Not ideal, but...
Well, I know a couple of people that have done that.
It opens it up more, I think. And generally, like here in Iowa, water trappers are the dominant for numbers. If you want numbers in Iowa, you are a water trapper.
Extended check and all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really, Ruger.
Next year. Wow. Yeah. The old anise oil. I was gonna buy some of that today and I didn't. But man, do I love that stuff.
Dan, I've never wired to rocks. Just for me, it'd take too much time, I think. I know we're talking to a guy kind of in his area. He used to throw cinder blocks under some bridges and keep them there pretty much year round. But for me, I don't know.
It works good, but you can't fit that many cinder blocks in the back of your truck.
Yeah.
I've done it.
You're going to take time.
Use the ice fishing hut as a tent. Oh, my goodness. I don't think I'd be able to lay down in there flat. I don't know if it's quite long enough.
What about weasel, Dan? Like wired to rocks?
I think he's talking in the water. I don't know if anyone catching him in a pocket.
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone I know around here waits till snow and then finds the cattails.
Which I might have to do this year, maybe.
Yeah, I know where you want to take that. And if you don't, I would be.
Maybe we'll both go there. If it's like negative 20, I'm like, all right, I got this bank. You got that bank. Go.
All right. Oh, yeah. Well, absolutely. I catch a lot of skunks and dog proofs.
I never realized how many more skunks you catch than me.
I had 50-something.
I caught 35 all year long.
I think I just have a better skunk area than you probably.
I don't know. It's weird, but I have really good quality skunks, I found out, as far as stripes go, apparently.
Thanks, Ruger and Scab. Appreciate it.
Man. Ice fishing huts are insulated. Oh yeah, the one we got's insulated too. That would work.
You're thinking about it now.
I am and I'm not. I know I'm not taking it to any of the conventions because I actually just built a platform and put that up on a new food plot that I carved in. So I know it ain't coming this year. It's on a nice little honey hole food plot I just put in this year. So it's going to stay there.
Yeah, Dan, the spotted skunk, I think they also call it the civet cat.
Mm-hmm.
That's illegal here in Iowa. I've never seen one. And I think I've only heard of like one person that's seen one in like 30 years. I guess back in like the 70s, they were everywhere.
That's what I heard. Every barn or bin or everything had them all over the place.
Right.
They were like raccoons back then, is
right.
what everyone tells me.
Otter Cat, what's up, buddy?
Better watch it. Oh, boy. Otter Cat, I'm just hoping that when the leaning tower of fur over here falls, it falls on him.
Right.
I've distanced myself.
See, Scab, I was always told the civet cat and the spotted skunk are the same.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're illegal here, and I've never seen one, so I haven't dove too much into it. Very well could be very different animals.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Ruger.
Hopefully you get some rain on them, Ruger. We've gotten 1.5 inches since I put those in 3 weeks ago now, and they can use another drink. We got another hot spell coming.
Everywhere down home, they pretty much their food plots burn up. They're gonna have to redo them.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Our droughts are just getting worse and worse. Like, it's terrible.
Seems like it. Like I've said, the ponds are lower than usual, but a lot of the creeks still have water in them for some reason.
Yeah,
when last year they didn't have any. It's really weird.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know there was a difference in them.
I learned something today.
Yeah, I did too.
I didn't learn anything in class for 5 hours, so good thing we got on here.
I'm waiting for your mom to be like, really? It just pops up.
She won't be surprised at all that I said that, honestly. Look like a skinny skunk with leopard-like spots. Boy, that'd be cool to
And
catch.
Dan, I've seen pictures of them. I was always told to do the same thing.
Tries to attack you. Why are you attacking me? I like to come alive. You're closer to the door to make the escape quicker. Yeah, Wyatt. I mean, I guess. Hopefully, man, I feel like this is like some really crazy, weird movie where stuff's just gonna start coming alive in here now.
Well, we're all gonna be famous then if it happens because it was on live.
Well, we'll be famous until we're dead from all these coyotes.
That's the best way to be famous. Be dead. Oh, nice, Andrew. Before Google.
Try again. Oh, that's awesome. Uncle
Yeah,
Bucks.
that's cool.
Good luck.
That's awesome, man.
Good luck. I'm curious where you're from. What are you going after this year, Uncle Bucks? Kind of what state, I guess. I love asking people on these lives that because
you never know.
I hear someone buy a trap and lights. I think, well, they're probably going after coon or something.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that aren't from around here.
You get that random guy that's like, I'm gonna dabble and try to catch 100 coyotes, and it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Or you get some of these guys like, yeah, I just messed around and caught 500 muskrats. It's like, wow, that's amazing.
Wow. You could have.
If I catch 5, I'll be thrilled.
Yeah, you could have trapped the whole state of Iowa and probably not got that last year.
Right. Yeah, Eric, I could see that. Everything's low. His creeks still have decent water in them, but mine are getting really low.
My creeks have one channel, the main current channel. That's the only spot there is to drown them, and it's only on one bank, which is going to suck.
Yeah,
but have to make do. Be able to outrun Iowa. Stuff comes alive.
He's close enough. I can hold him now.
Rely on body weight to hold me.
If he can keep away from me for 20 feet, yeah, I lost. I'm gonna need a ventilator and everything by then.
Wow.
I've seen that, Dan. I've seen the pictures of skunks doing a handstand.
Really?
I've never seen it like in person, but I've seen videos of it.
That's weird.
The stomp, though. Have you ever seen the skunk do the stomp? Really? Oh, man. When they stomp, it is so fast. They'll sit there and like just, I mean, it is crazy. Crazy fast.
I'm sure I have. I probably just didn't notice
it. This year, look at it. If you get one that's fairly aggressive, he'll do that. When he's kind of looking at you, he'll try to stomp. It's pretty cool.
Weird.
Andrew's from Michigan, West Side, Lower Peninsula. Okay. Okay, Uncle Bucks. Okay. Grandsons are 4 years old now. Perfect time, buddy. Perfect time. Lori, how we doing?
Stop. Soon comes the spread.
Right, Andrew, and I think that's kind of true. The only ones I've seen stomp, which isn't a whole lot of them, but they're more aggressive ones. So.
But our creeks and rivers can be walked across. It's fair.
I could see that.
Our biggest rivers you can walk through without getting your knees wet right now, for the most part.
Yeah, that just blows me away.
Oh yeah. I can't wait to get home and go carp fishing. I can tell you that. I bet they're all stuck in them deep holes now.
Not the ponds anymore. I wonder if those ponds are completely dry.
I'm sure. The one I guarantee you is. Heck, I might struggle to float back down if I catch a bunch of carp.
Yeah.
I get stuck.
Hey, Gavin. Oh, I appreciate it, Edward. I appreciate it. Something else, Ruger, if you don't mind sharing that out again. We're kind of encouraging people, anyone that wants to spend $10 to join the Iowa Trapper Association. Just kind of, if you want to put a message in there when you do it, there's a spot for notes. You can just say Next Gen or Iowa sent you or YouTube, whatever you want to do. Just kind of trying to show the potential for the outreach of what social media can do for an organization if they really embrace it. Any organization, really. So.
Yeah, and it's very easy, guys.
It is.
Very easy.
Yep. Iowa just updated their web page, so it is really easy to do now. Take care, Briar. You have a good night, buddy. Gavin, what do you mean? There's gray and reds, I guess. I'd love to catch a gray. That'd be awesome. Thanks, Ruger. Appreciate it, bud.
I'd be so jealous if you did. I've never even seen one.
I have found a roadkill back in 2008.
Wow, I was 6 years old.
Yeah, right. Thanks. I'd been at work for 2 years full time. And then right there, actually, 2 years ago, about 200 yards from there, my buddy owns land, and he had one when he was turkey hunting, and he filmed it and showed it to me.
And you didn't go catch it?
Never got a chance to.
Oh, man.
All right, Wyatt. Really, Dan? I wouldn't think they'd be aggressive.
Huh. Oh, good, Otter Cat. Thank you.
You know what, Otter? I would say I'm upset at you, but doesn't matter.
It really doesn't. It's just showing that you. What do they say in Waterboy? Girls are the devil. Girls is the devil. Something like that on Waterboy. There's a lot of people that have that same mindset about YouTube, and we're just trying to show them that there's a lot of bad on here. Don't get me wrong, but it can be used right too, and it can be a very good tool.
That's what we're kind of, anyone that likes watching either of us here in Iowa, anyone wants to join on there, we much appreciate it. Plus, I'd like to show them the kind of how far your reach can be. It's not just Iowa people. If we could get several different states in there too, that'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm. 6 years old.
Make me feel old. Dan, honestly, I've never had a red cower down.
No.
They do not stop for anything.
Oh, most of the time it's hard to get a shot at the
right.
thing.
But almost worse than otter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially if an otter's in the water. Good luck, man. But fox, I've never had a calm one. If it was alive,
right?
Never had a calm one.
Ruger's got the whole family signed up. Well, I appreciate it. I know he texted me. Well, he told me he was signing himself up the other day, so I appreciate it. You guys are good people.
Please tell me ITA. OtterCat, they do, but you don't have to pay for it. It's $10 for a year.
Yep.
Without that publication.
Right.
Or it's $200 for a lifetime without the publication. I went with the lifetime, honestly, because after that, my membership's free once I hit 40. So,
right.
I'm going to come out on the good end of that one.
So when I was in Ohio, I didn't realize when I joined all the trapping associations that a lot of them shared the trapping post. So now I literally get like 5 trapping posts every month, every 2 months. Oh, no, not us, Dan. They just never quit moving.
Tony, how you doing?
Tina Ladybug, what's up? I appreciate it, Lori. That's awesome. You guys are awesome. Man, I would love to see that temper, Ozark. I would love to.
I've seen videos of them in traps. They're never very happy. Hey, Gavin.
It would just be so cool.
Oh, if I rolled up to one of those things in a trap, I'd be about like a Boone and Crockett buck walking down the trail.
I'm going to need a new pair of drawers.
Yeah. Except for, honestly, in Iowa, you got a better chance of seeing a Boone and Crockett buck than a gray fox, in my opinion.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
By far. Probably 100 to 1, honestly. I mean, I can't tell you how many. I'll bet you in November on my road line, I will see 30 to 40 deer that break 170.
Yep.
Easily.
Yep. You ever just think about and the buck tag's filled for the year?
Well, I'll tell you what, it blows me away because when they're rutting, it's like you can tell where their mind's at because I've had them literally 50 yards off the road. I can run down the ditch, dispatch coon, come back to the truck, and he's still like, what?
Oh, yeah.
Like, still standing there. It's like, no wonder you guys get poached all the time. Oh, nice, Tony. Nice.
Grayish blue-bellied dog fox. Interesting.
Yeah, I've never really seen that. Uncle Bucks, that's awesome. I did not know that about grays either. Learned something else today.
I can imagine that they could get in a dog proof too. If a red can, I think a gray would be able to.
Oh yeah, more easily because they can climb trees and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll bet, Scab. That does sound really sketchy. Oh yeah, Ruger. Literally, probably at least that many every year in November.
Yeah. They aren't thinking about people at that point.
Yeah, they're not. Their fear's not there. Something else is taking hold of them.
It's like coon in January.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting deep on this fox stuff now. This is a lot farther than my knowledge on them.
I'm assuming, Dan, you meant dog fox equals male. And then it's like a period or space, and it's vixens have white belly. Because right now I read dog fox equals male vixens. I'm pretty sure a vixen is the female version, correct?
I have no idea. I've never heard that word before. Tell you the truth.
Vixens?
Never.
Oh man, we used to use that for the hot girls in high school. Shows how old I am.
It's just I'm glad you took that roast out of my mouth for me. That was nice. There was something coming.
2 grays and a red insane. Oh, cool, Daryl. That's awesome.
Catch grays like some catch possums. Huh.
Too bad they're gone now, buddy.
Man, I'd catch a lot of gray fox if that was the case.
Yeah.
A lot.
That's crazy, Ozark. Oh, yeah, Gavin, I knew that. Okay, Dan, that's what I thought. Yeah, Edward, we're both going to be at the convention. We're leaving as soon as I get off work Thursday. I'm picking him up, and we are headed north.
Yeah. I was getting worried. I was told today that I have a test on Thursday. I thought it was next Thursday, like middle of the day. I'm like, oh, no. They're like, no, it's actually tomorrow. I'm like, oh, even better. It's tomorrow.
Perfect. I'm not even prepared, but it's not during convention travel.
As long as it's not during that, I'm fine. I don't even know what it's about.
You're going to test tomorrow.
I know.
Oh, man. Hi, Outdoor Family. Yes, I know kits are babies. Thank you.
I guarantee I'll find out what it's about tomorrow, though.
Yeah. Underwater basket weaving.
I hope not.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I should probably see what's on that test for tomorrow.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, Scab, it's going to be, I don't know. I've never been to Osage up there, so it might be kind of cool. I'm sure it's pretty open country.
Yeah, I've never been there either.
I bet it won't be near as cool as going up to the UP, though. Man.
That was pretty awesome.
I cannot read what happened.
I don't know. That happens from time. Oh, now it's gone. Yeah, I have Outdoor Family.
Absolutely. Priorities. You got to have them set straight. Studying is obviously not one of mine right now.
Edward, I'll be there, buddy. We will be there.
Yep. Us 10 people.
Us 10 people.
Represent. I was just about to do that. Dang it.
Boy, we should have done it at the same time.
Oh, no. That would have been even worse.
Oh, man. Yeah, they're always at the county fairgrounds, so I'm not even sure what county that is, but
I don't know. I think it's only like $5 to camp there for the weekend now.
Yeah, $5 for the weekend, which is awesome.
Getting enough traps set up, hit 20 different. Wow.
Those feedlots, Tony, that's pretty cool. I'd love to get on some feedlots for coyotes sometime.
That's how those guys out west do it.
Yep.
By like 7 or 8 at a time.
Yeah, like you'll catch literally 8 coyotes out of 10 traps in 30 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And that is so cool. We get along too well.
The fact that we were about to both do this at the same time just scares me.
I think I'm old enough to be his dad almost.
No. My dad turns 50 this year. Wow. That's pretty old.
You just lost subscribers. Saying 50's old.
Well, sorry, guys. I just didn't realize that was this year already. Hopefully I have better hair than him by that age. Probably not.
It's a family trait. It happens. Oh, nice, Tony. Yeah, I don't blame you.
That's where them big coon come from, around the building. That's where my biggest raccoon ever came from, was right out of a barn.
Right.
And they get fat, real fat.
Empty pockets, he's 51. Alaskan wooden spoon guy. Jumped in just to say that.
Oh, man. Sorry, guys.
If it makes you feel better, he calls me old, so.
You act old, though.
Because I feel old.
Then again, around my friend group, they all call me old because I act old.
You just wait till you have to start stretching to wake up in the morning.
Yeah, not there yet.
Oh, they didn't get on video, Ruger? That's too bad.
Double on moles.
Uncle Buck's is 63.
Oh, man.
63 years young.
Oh, no, Scab.
I'm not sure on the eliminator trap shooter. For moles, I like the out of sights and the oh shoot, I can't even think of the name of it now. I'm not even sure. Kenneth, that's awesome, man.
That is.
I hope I'm able to.
Stretch in the shower.
Outdoor family, it was me for 30. So I'm hoping I hit it already and I don't have to hit it again.
I've never been trapped before.
That would be awesome, Tony. That would be pretty cool.
Well, good, Scab. I'm glad.
I'm not. Unsubscribe. Okay. Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Scissor style with an upside. Wow, you guys are talking about mole traps now.
Yep. Kenneth, yeah, that's kind of why my whole line is developed the way it was. I talked about that at a demo this last weekend. It's so hard for my water trapping my area. I've forced myself to develop a landline.
Dryland coon are a lot nicer to process too. If you're doing all the stages, they're a lot nicer.
Right.
A lot of those big water trappers are not doing the full process.
Right. Most of them you should just drop off on Carcass.
When they were really going, they were selling them right off their truck.
You don't buy green bananas. He's up in the Dakotas, Iowa Outdoor family. Oh, never mind. He answered you.
Well, I've driven through both of the Dakotas on the way to Canada. Tell you what, the southern part of Canada looks just like the Dakotas.
Really?
Like, in my mind, when I crossed the border, I was imagining, like, all right, we're going to cross this border, and there's going to be trees everywhere. No! Like, 3 hours of the same stuff.
That'd be disappointing.
Well, and I was only like 14 when we were doing it, so I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool. We're going to the wilderness. And then for 3 hours, wheat fields.
Oh, Ruger, I love the fur handling just as much, in my opinion.
Oh, I love it. If I didn't love trapping so much, I'd make more money buying fur than I ever will trapping.
Right.
Heck, I could probably just work for you and skin all your stuff and make more money than I do trapping. I'm not going to.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to.
Okay. It's like, deal. We just need to hire 2 full-time skinners. We'll combine our lines and shoot for 5,000.
We're going to need a bigger shop.
We're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah. 6 to 8 inches of rain. Send it our way, Scab, please.
Not 6 to 8 inches. It's so hard. We'll flood.
If we got 6 to 8 inches at like an inch a day straight.
Oh, yeah. An inch a day? Yeah.
We'd be sitting just fine.
Right.
That's honestly probably about what it'd take to get us back to normal.
Normal's been different, though, about the last 5 years.
The line was drawn by me and Jen. What line?
Yeah, I don't know what that one is, Otter. How'd trap that? How we doing, bud?
Is that a yawn already at this hour?
I'll still be up till 1 in the morning.
Okay.
Which is how I operate. I'm not saying over 2 weeks. The border. Otter's saying the line of Canada.
Yeah.
But honestly, I would probably do the same thing, like cross the line.
It's like, where is it? There's going to be bears everywhere. Oh my gosh, there's going to be. No. That was Manitoba, I guess. So I don't know. The rest of it could be a lot different, but.
I've actually played with that idea, Tony. I thought about it for a year.
I think I'm going to this year.
Are you?
A little box trailer for all my boxes. I think I can get it to where I can get, if I build the sides of my truck up like I told you, get 75 to 80 in there, get 100 in a trailer. I mean, that's all I need for a full day.
Right. Man, that'd be cool.
And then the rest of them I can fit in the back of my truck, have them all out 2 days.
That would be cool.
Probably accidentally put the trailer in the ditch, but I've done worse.
Yeah.
Plus mile per hour wind. No, Scab, my tent would blow away again. I don't want that. You can keep that part.
Oh shoot.
He's down where that hurricane's going.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But hey, if it tears up your roof, don't call me.
Don't call you?
No.
Oh, dude, do you know how much people get paid to travel?
No, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm not part of those groups, and it's too close season for me. This one, and I'm done.
True.
I got 2 more that are still battling with insurance, and I think they're going to be pushed till spring because I ain't messing with it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to get ready to catch 5,000 coon this year. So.
Yeah, right.
That's what I heard.
Right.
You did say 1,500 though in one of your lives. I got to hold you to that.
I'd love to hit 1,500.
Do you want me to come wake you up at 4 a.m. every day?
No. Oh, Dan sent me the belly on their reds.
Wow. A lot different than ours.
Yeah, it's almost like a chocolatey.
Yeah.
That's different.
Told me he was going to get 650 sets out opening day. Ottercat, you made that up. Ottercat said I might as well just go for 300 on opening day is what he told me.
Sounds fair.
No. That would take me, quite honestly, 24 hours to do. Straight. Probably.
We actually talked about this the other day. As if you had like a 2-man tandem team, you keep the truck going and it never shuts off.
Yep.
One person sleeps in the back for a few hours. You probably do what? 16 hours together. I mean, running full speed, and then the other 8, someone's sleeping, or 4 hours, someone's sleeping. Imagine doing that for a week.
Heck, 4 hours of sleep a night during season's pretty rare for me already. So
right. But you'd have to have someone to drop off to skin.
Yeah.
Period.
But man, you'd have a whopping pile. I mean, you could catch with a partner 200 coon a day for the first week, I'd say. Probably.
Oh,
if
yeah.
You were going 24 hours.
Oh, yeah.
At least.
More so, yeah. Ruger, he's dealing with his insurance company too, for sure.
400 or 500
from your rifle season line.
Nice.
Big Joe's, how we doing? Edward's gonna be terrible. That's why I'm trying to get this roof stuff done now.
Yeah, that would not be good. 90 degrees.
That's what I'm saying. You run 6. Okay, so you run 20 hours sleep for 4. The other person runs 20 hours sleep for 4. You're riding together for 16 hours. Unless you're both sleeping. And then guess what? You're hitting something. I promise you.
Didn't you tell me that story?
Yeah, I was just thinking of that too. So I got to share this now. I went to the Columbia, Missouri trapping convention with a buddy of mine many years ago. This is actually when I bought my first ever dog proofs. So this has been, 15 years ago, at least, maybe 18 years ago, somewhere along that. I work with him. Well, he didn't work this night, but I did. I got off at 2 a.m, drove to his house, and we drove down to Columbia, Missouri, got there at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. And it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm starting to get tired. Like, I'm dragging. I've been up for like 30 hours. I'm exhausted. And we start driving back home, and I'm sitting there in the passenger seat talking. And next thing I know, I said something. I'm like, so what do you think? Or did you see that? I think it was a dead deer or something like that. And he didn't respond. I looked over, and we're going 75 down the interstate, and he's just, and I'm like, Josh, yeah, you were sleeping. No, I wasn't. I'm like, yeah, you were. But I mean, he's like out, not even like, like days. He's just done. I'm like, oh God. Now we're way behind. Never Bluffs, we haven't yet, but I know that day's coming. Oh yeah, Gavin, it happens. Scab.
I've seen a lot of that this summer, actually, with all the damaged roofs.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. They underbid me on a lot of stuff.
That doesn't surprise me one
They
bit.
really did.
I was told what they're doing the work for. I'm like, man.
Yeah, I'm very competitive, but when people said, can you beat that? I'm like, no. Tony, we have the same problem, bud. Arkansas, yeah. Figured we'd get one done since my wife's at church tonight. So
yeah. After our Walmart run.
After our my honeydew list, which kind of turned into his honeydew list as well.
Yeah, it turned into me having 2 pictures of his entire family on my phone now.
That we had to download.
That I had to scan a QR code and upload. Yeah.
It's a mess. We should just raised our hand and asked for help. Like, anybody?
Teacher.
Yeah, right. We could, Edward, but I don't know. We're kind of competitive too. So my thing for me, why I could never have a partner, is I'm too finicky with things. Like, I've had people ride with me before and they make great sets and do things, but not exactly how I do it. And it bothers me. Mm-hmm. Like, I know he knows exactly what he's doing, but just if it wasn't how I would do it, then, it just ends up in frustration and conflict. And especially no one wants to ride with me day after day. By day 4, I'm growly. Mm-hmm. I do. I get moody.
And I get hangry.
Yeah, that's why I told you need to eat before this. That's why I saved the McChicken for you.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things about trapping is that's the one thing where it's my way or the highway.
Right.
And no one else has a say. It might sound bad, but no one else has a say. It's all 100%
You're doing
whatever
your thing.
I want to do.
You're doing your thing. That'd be cool, PA. That would be so cool. Oh, nice.
Oh, now I am getting hungry.
Scab, I did text her and told her that he's here, but she hasn't replied. So.
Oh, jeez.
So if she calls me though, then he's got to bail quick. It's like an affair.
No, don't say that. No.
Ruben, no.
If we could run 24 hours straight, you could.
Right.
Especially in the water.
Arkansas, not always. We did spend a lot of time at convention together, but just because we're so similar with stuff, love talking to the same people and kind of just throwing ideas out there.
It's more of like at conventions, whenever I see something, I always have all these thoughts burning in my head, but when we're together, then we both tell each other the thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right, Dan. I probably should. I'm sure, Scab. I'm sure.
I got looped into this against my will. Twinkies and orange shirts.
Hey, Arkansas. Tag everybody. Boy, that sun just came through that other side now, hitting me inside the face.
Yeah, it's because I moved. You notice how I did that?
Ruger, I hate you. I'm going to shut that blind and get another drink. You can entertain him for a bit.
Oh, jeez. Is that cat still in here?
No, I took her out.
Oh. She in timeout after messing with the weasel?
Yeah.
Gavin, some stories? I'm not going to actually tell any stories because I had someone message me on my new Facebook page telling me to do a video just on some of my stories. Some trapline stories and some crazy stuff. And I want to do that. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but I definitely really like that idea. So I'm definitely going to do that. Really, Kenneth? That doesn't surprise me at all, actually. Especially them young coyotes. They really have a lot of courage. They don't know much about people, and all they see is food. I think that's kind of like... Ruger, I got into trapping. So my dad first got me into it. He showed me how to make a blind 1.5 trail set. He showed me that. And then a couple years later, I finally got my driver's license. My uncle showed me how to skin a coon and flesh one. Then I got the ball rolling, and then I watched way too much YouTube during high school and never paid attention to anything. And then I met him. I've met a lot of other people actually through YouTube. And here we are. It's kind of my big deal for doing YouTube is because I feel like I'm almost giving back to the people that I learned almost everything from. Because I watched, if there was the number out there about how much trapping YouTube that I watched in high school, it would be sad. It'd be sad to see, for sure. But that's how I got into it. My dad got me into the trapping part, and my uncle got me into the fur handling part, and then I got my driver's license, and it was
game on.
It was my own line from there, and that made a big difference.
And then you just learn so much from your own experiences and everything you've done and mistakes. Because I guarantee there's some things that from your uncle that worked for him that maybe you didn't like.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yep.
And that's like with us. Like we trap differently. You know, we're very similar, but we still have our own things that work for us, and we're not going to probably ever change that.
Nope. No, I don't know. It's the best part about trapping. It's your own line.
Yeah. You do you, boo-boo.
I could have done without the last
I wasn't
part
even referring to that. No, because that's my buddy Jeff. He always says that. You do you, boo-boo. And I didn't even register that until after I said it. I'm so sorry. I really am, because I wasn't trying to pick that one. You going on any farm sites this year?
Me?
Yeah.
The one that I was box trapping, that no one lives at, but one of my dad's employees owns, I'm going to trap there again. I ended up taking 8 or 9 coon just out of that guy's corn crib there in January. So I know I'm going to that one. But other than that, no. Late season's the only time I'll even wander on the private ground because the roadways are just so much faster any other time of year. And to be honest with you, if the ground's thawed out to where I can get a pogo in the ground, I won't pull the boxes out of the shed all year long. That's just how it'll be. But if the ground's frozen, the boxes will be, I'd say, 3 or 4 times faster than a dog will.
Right. And that's one thing that I think we are similar on, in the sense of our lines are all about speed and efficiency.
Have to be.
You know, there's a lot of people that throw me ideas, I'm sure you get the same, that are great ideas of you know, put something down in that dog proof and smear something along the lip and do a trailing scent, and it probably works great, but I don't have the time for it. Mm-hmm. You know, kind of like my pocket sets. I think it was Dan that asked, you know, do I tie off to any rocks or anything like that? I could, but by the time I find a rock that would, you know, be able to tie off to and then move it in the right spot, it's just too time consuming for me. And that's why I avoid the water for the most part, is because my cricks are so terrible, not just getting down to, but full of rocks and stuff. I'm better off just to go right by it.
Yep. All about speed. The only thing that's not fast is the air pew-pew.
Yeah.
I wish there was a way it was faster.
The single pellet. Look, do you ever get a callus on your thumb from pushing those suckers in all the time?
Not near as bad as the calluses I get from push pins, but I'm sure a little.
I get it right here. Actually, you can still see I get a scar on the corner and on my thumb from pushing.
Mine are worn off now. But yeah, right in here, there's not much feeling left in my fingers.
You can do it. You do it on your left hand too?
Yeah, I do both.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I only do my right.
The right side of the skirt gets this hand. The left side of the skirt gets this hand. Mainly because this hand will get so sore that I'll switch over to the other one.
Does your wife or your dad still trap?
No, Ruger. He hasn't trapped since he was a kid. But when he was a kid, I mean, he was getting $40 for a coon out of the back of his truck. When my dad was a kid, everyone trapped. I mean, everyone from their high school would go out and pick up roadkill. Not legal, but they'd go out in spotlights. I mean, if there was a coon around back when he was a kid, it was going to be dead if someone saw it. That's kind of just how it was. So in a way, he might know some more tricks than I even do about trying to trap in that era, because that was a tough era.
Right. Those are kind of what I refer to as kind of like, and not taking away from anybody, but like kind of the true trappers where you had to fight, literally almost fight.
A lot of guys did actually fight.
Yeah. People died, I heard. I mean, over this. So we got it pretty lucky with our competition. That is a huge part of both of our successes for sure. Yeah, Tony, for sure. My line always varies a little bit with crop rotation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember when I just started, I ran that one line that I got now. I think it's 8 miles is all it is, but that was my whole trap line. And now I drive through there and I'm done trapping in an hour and I'm over to the next section and I'm hitting 20 times that amount of ground.
Right.
It's crazy how much you can grow.
Dan, my problem is though, like there's nowhere to set on these cricks. I mean, Hasting my cricks, it's literally you've got boulders the size of my chair all the way down into the water.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's nowhere to set. Unless you set your trap on a rock, wired it to the rock, and like did a smear bait on the rock that's you know above it. There's really you couldn't get, I mean you can't even get like a fish stick in there, and it goes from, a foot out, you're 3 foot deep. I mean it's ridiculous.
220 boxes would be about the only way.
Yeah, up on the bank.
Only way. Used to trap for a living. Wow.
That's cool, Otter. That is cool, buddy. Tony, I've heard some horror stories, but it wasn't on camera. But Mark Steck told me some stories when he was trapping hard in the Dakotas back when he lived in Minnesota. And yeah, it was insane. That was insane.
Yep. I know one story about a guy. I don't remember if he was stealing people's stuff exactly. This was back in the fur boom. And there was 2 partners. And this one guy, like they caught him coming out of the ditch with their traps in his hand. And they beat him to a pulp and left him bleeding on the side of the road.
Yep.
You probably know what story I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yep. Whichever has to do speed lines on, and there needs to have.
We talked about this.
So, Scab, I was just talking to a couple people at Central City about this, actually. Quantity will produce numbers of whatever you're going after, no matter what. I mean, that's just how math and probability works. However, the difference between quantity and quality, you can go over that to where you're starting to lose your quality because you're running too much quantity. And you have to find that line. Different people have their different limits too, obviously. Right. But there are guys who they catch a lot of stuff, don't get me wrong, but could they catch it using a little bit better quality sets? I don't know. I'm sure I could.
Oh, yeah.
I spent more time on it. I'm being straight up honest. If I ran some fish oil or something by dog, who knows? I'm sure there's something.
Yeah, I hear a guy's running like 85 to 90% catch rate on the first day.
Yep.
And I mean, that's awesome. And they're probably setting on the absolute best of the best. And that's great. I'm only running probably a 40 to 50, well, not even 50, probably 40% catch rate on opening day.
Yeah.
But my speed factor of that, I'm covering so much more ground. I feel like I can catch more numbers versus doing better sets or only focusing on the good areas and losing, the way I do it now, I can have 300 traps set by 1 p.m. Doing it the other way, I might only have 80 traps set by 1 p.m.
And you covered the same amount of mileage.
Right. So it's a double-edged sword. Everyone's got different ideas and strategies and, physical ability, to be honest with you. There's all kinds of things out there, and nothing is right or wrong with whatever somebody does. The best mink trapper I've ever met in my life, I thought I was kind of something when I was catching stuff under some bridges. And this guy caught 2 mink. He's probably 85-year-old man, lived up there. And it was 2 or 3 mink. In the course of the time, I caught 3 raccoons down there trying to catch mink. And once I got to see him and talk to him just a little bit, it's just like, man, I know nothing about trapping. But that was the only bridge he set all year long, was that one bridge right below his house. And he only made 2 sets. And it's like, that's amazing.
Yep. We're so far behind.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I went on a tangent. Right, Ruger, right. 4 counties, Edward? That's awesome.
We were just talking about that too.
Yeah, we were talking about that too. I didn't realize how many counties he covered.
A lot.
Made me realize how far I need to expand my line if I'm ever going to compete with him.
Yeah. Beaver, you got to cover extreme amount of counties, really.
Right.
But there's extended check, too.
Backwoods Barbarian. How we doing, bud? I hope you wear that T-shirt all the time, man, for the amount of money you spent on that thing. That was amazing. If I remember right, he was the one that bought that T-shirt for $700.
I was on there when that happened.
If I remember right. Towards the end of that auction, whew, yeah, it was pretty rough for me. I actually had some stuff just show up the other day that I don't even remember. So
it's like Christmas.
Yeah, it's like Christmas. 10. Ottercat, I've heard of people running a line to other areas, staying there, skinning, and then running the line back home. I've often thought about that, actually.
That's basically like me with my dorm room.
Yeah, that pretty much is like you.
I'm not skinning there, but...
Oh, yeah, for sure, Scab, for sure. No, it's actually, I mean, he's messaged me a few times like, hey, can I drop off trapping equipment at your place so it's not at school, or can I drop off some furs for now and I'll pick them up?
Works out pretty good. Saves me a lot of driving.
Yeah. Edward, I feel myself slowing down. Unfortunately, not crazy yet, but I do feel my focus more going towards the education and promoting trapping, versus he's still in the prime of his life. Just we haven't seen the best of him yet, so I'm kind of curious.
I got a lot to catch until I get to that point.
You do. I know you do.
I hope so. Heck, I might need knee surgery by the time I'm 30 again.
Yeah, keep it up.
But it'll be worth it. I'll have some stories to tell.
Right. Yeah, I get it. Mink are awesome. I'm hoping I want to catch several this year.
Gosh, that's something I was just talking about the other day too. Mink trappers are their own breed of trappers.
They really are.
True mink trappers just want to catch a mink, and that's all they really want to catch.
And they hone in so much. I don't know how to say it. Like, they're so exact on everything, and so good at it. Like, as just an average coon trapper, like, we could learn so much from that mink trapper.
Yeah.
Because they have to be so specific on everything they do.
5 county line, Tony. Yeah. It's pretty good size.
That's cool, Backwoods. That's cool. Really, Backwoods? 2 minutes afterwards?
Boxy, how you doing?
Hey, Boxy, what's up, buddy? Now, Backwoods, is there a law? I know some places, at least on the show alone, that you cannot kill a mom bear with cubs. Is that kind of a universal law? Like, is it? Do you know?
That's how it was when I was hunting in Canada.
Really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I saw that on the show alone. You couldn't do that, so I didn't know if that was kind of an everywhere thing.
You can shoot the dry sows, the ones that don't have babies with them.
How would you know that exactly, though? Do they ever leave them somewhere like you do?
Not very often.
Really?
Because we went in the spring when we were spring hunting, and those babies are so young in the spring that they're typically with them all the time.
That's fair.
But other than that, you can't tell. I mean, if the cubs aren't with them, if you send them up a tree 20 yards back there, it's so thick you can't see.
Yeah.
And if you accidentally shoot a wet sow that's got cubs there, get your money out, because it ain't. It's no joke.
Oh, really, Scab? It's a lot down there, too. Properties in 4 counties, damn.
120 mink. Holy cow, Edward.
That's cool.
That's a lot of mink.
That is cool. Okay, Backwoods. That's cool. I didn't know that. I had no idea. Never been bear hunting or ever even thought about it. SS, how we doing, bud?
I'm going to shoot a sow with cub.
I'll tell you what, it's not here for deer, Otter. You can drop a doe with a fawn still right, next to her anytime.
You can drop the fawn next to her too if you want
to.
I mean, as long as you're As long as you have
got the tag.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt. How we doing, bud? Yeah, we might try and do this. I don't know. Wednesdays work for you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have class tomorrow.
Yeah.
So. Should have cut less than 50 pounds. Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, I never heard that either.
I wonder if there are deer down there. If the bears are smaller down there. I'd almost think so, wouldn't they? Down south.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Maybe one of you guys. Oh, you should know. I mean, you guys live down there. Are the bears down there typically? What's a good sized bear, for kind of down south? Because I know what they are up north, but that's the only way I've ever hunted them was.
Scab says no.
No what?
So are they bigger?
I'm curious. I mean, they probably don't hibernate down there though. I wouldn't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. 190 is a good bear, Dan.
190. NC State record 900 plus. Holy cow, that's a giant.
Yeah, that's a big bear.
That's a monster. I know the one I got's about 350. But that's considered a pretty decent one. 900, I can't even imagine that.
That's a train coming at you.
Well, I wouldn't be able to look at it for very long because I'd be done.
Right.
$350 is a 3-year-old man.
Wow. Peanut bears don't sleep.
Yeah, see, they don't hibernate. I'm pretty sure is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Pretty sure in the Autocat translation book, that means bears don't hibernate. So that makes sense if they don't have to hibernate. Kind of the same thing with beaver then. Down south, they got open water.
Yeah.
Get bigger, don't they? Pretty sure. Down south,
I would think so.
Bigger. 500 plus a few weeks ago, right out. Oh, God. I don't know how comfortable I'd be with that size of a bear outside my house.
Edward, if I run into a bear, one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to come out of there with a man, and have this bear hat over the top of me holding a spear, or they're just going to find my remains with a little tinkle down his pants because I'm gone.
They'll see a picture of you in the newspaper.
Yeah, that's it. Man tries to wrestle bear. Lost. Newfoundland has some of the biggest black bears in North America.
Never make records because records are on skeleton measurements.
Huh. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's interesting news, Backwoods.
I do know a lot of them measure the skulls.
Yeah, that's for Boone and Crockett, isn't it?
Yeah, their scoring system.
Over 1,000 pounds.
Gee, many Christmas.
Swamp honey bears. Harvesting, right, Edward?
I'm not.
No, Matt, unfortunately. I'd love to because it's actually not terribly far, but my problem is I've got the Iowa convention and a week off, and then in Nebraska. I'm not going to be 3 weeks away from my family. That's just too much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost too much now for me. So,
yeah, I'm going to dip traps that weekend. So,
there you go.
That's why I'm not going elk hunting. I got to get traps dipped.
Right. Well, guys, we probably should start wrapping this up. I found out when I was out there, my boy's really struggling with the math homework. So, I got to help him with that yet tonight. And I'm sure his wife's going to be home pretty soon. So, I got to sneak him outside before he gets caught or I get caught.
I need to go find out what my test is about tomorrow. So
that's probably a really good idea to do.
Yeah, it's fine.
No,
it's fine. I'm passing, I promise.
Tony Man tries to kill bear with pellet rifle. Do not interrupt.
Update: pellet gun cannot kill everything on the trap line.
Yeah, right. Really, Scab? I didn't know that.
Huh.
Nice, PA. Nice, buddy. No, my first walleye I caught with him. So,
I sent you home a fish, didn't I?
Yeah,
Pretty sure
the fish from that. Yeah.
Did you eat it?
No, not yet. It's still in the freezer. Every time I open the freezer in the house, because it's in there, I see it and I'm like, I should thaw that out. But then I'm like too lazy to actually thaw it out for the next day.
Yeah.
I will though.
Well, you got to mix. There's some walleye in there, perch, I think.
We got a perch.
Crappie in there.
Yep. Bluegill even.
Yeah, there was a nice little bluegill in there, I think.
I'm excited for that. Next year I just got to hit it when you hit it. This kid's a hell of a walleye fisherman. He gets to that right time at the certain place, and it's phenomenal. So I'm just gonna bug him until he invites me on that exact time.
You have to. The second they start, you have to be there the next day because
right.
The second it starts, it's a 2-week window really, and you came about 3 days after, which we still caught some fish.
Oh yeah,
there's nothing.
I caught probably 7 or 8. He probably caught 30. I feel like that was good.
I think I caught 28 actually.
What was the best day you did out there?
63.
63 in a day. That's insane.
Yeah, I think the biggest was a 27. My entire limit was over 24.
Alaska Wood Spoon guy. Yeah, I'm pretty well wrapping it up for the year. I'm on my last one now, and it's time. I got to start focusing on other things. I'm to the point now where, we both are to the point where we can actually make some money trapping. You just got to really know what you're doing and find lots of markets, but it's definitely there.
You got to catch a lot of them.
And you got to catch a lot of them.
Need to fish the Cedar River. I have, Edward. I've made it's a little bit of a haul for me, but I've fished it. It's good. I guarantee you can't get a boat up it right now though. That'd be the problem. I've heard that system over there is pretty low. It's good early, especially though.
Walleye in Oklahoma. I thought Oklahoma isn't that famous for like noodling state for catfish?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought. They were kind of big with that there.
Not many places where it's still legal to noodle.
Oh, there's a few around, Gavin. Not many, but Tommy T, how we doing, buddy? Ran into you at convention.
Yeah.
But
Edward, I'm not gonna say where I go, but it's on that river. Here's a fisherman's tale for you, Edward. I catch them in the water. That's what I tell everyone that asks me where I go. I catch them in the water, and you can't catch them unless you're out there.
Right. I see 330's pictures all the time on Facebook of just massive fish, and it's like
bluegills especially. He is a menace on those massive bluegills.
Ottercat. I bet they're friendly. They just wanted to kiss you.
3 copperheads. Jeez.
Catch them by the lips, Dan says.
No.
Oh, shoot. Well, guys, real quick, before we get out of here, I will mention again, if anyone's not a member of the Iowa Trapper Association, it's $10 for a yearly membership with no publication. I'd encourage any one of you, if Ruger wants to share the link for me again one more time, for the join page. We're just trying to show and educate people on, especially, the Iowa district, the board members, show what an impact that we can have as we start this YouTube channel. Cat's kind of out of the bag now. I'm working with a couple guys starting an Iowa Trapper Association official YouTube channel. That's going to be rolling out here this season, hopefully. And, this just kind of shows them the positive influences that we can gain from memberships or publicity. So if anybody wants to join, $10 a year, just mention, Next Gen, YouTube, Iowa Trapper, whatever you want to. But yeah, just trying to show them that the positive influences that this stuff has. Next Gen, he started with YouTube. This is what got him where he is. And that's phenomenal. He's only limited by his drive, which blows me out of the water. So, but yeah, I'd appreciate anyone that hasn't joined, and $10. That's actually really cheap to join for a membership.
Cheaper than a meal at McDonald's.
Oh yeah, I just spent like $15, and I've still got one sandwich left, but I'll be gone here in a minute. I appreciate it, Edward. I really do. That's another thing. I will be running for a director at large position on the Iowa Trapper board members. So that will be. I'll be nominated Friday and Saturday at the convention. Anyone that's a member has a vote. So I'd appreciate anybody's vote that's willing to and knows who I am and support me. So I'd appreciate it. 100-pound gar back in Louisiana.
Oh. $300 a year on membership. What's another 10? Absolutely,
AutoCat. Right. I appreciate it, AutoCat. I appreciate it, buddy. Really. Several a year. Yeah. No, Tony, or Tommy, no problem, buddy. Just he's back in school. He's 10 minutes away, so we're gonna start doing a lot more of these every Wednesday night, I think.
Yep.
My wife and kids are at church normally. Uh-oh, the dog moved.
Uh-oh.
Wife might be home.
Uh-oh.
Get down.
Open the window.
Open the window. All right, guys. No, we're gonna roll out of here. Appreciate all the support, and season's getting close, man. It's gonna be here before we know it. Be here before we know it. So, all right, everybody, take care. Appreciate the support, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.